I'm trying to do a live, I'm trying to record a video for YouTube perhaps at the same time and I screwed it up. So let's start again, right? We are going to debunk the myths. So 1200 calories does not fit all. Did you see me rest for a minute? Even here, I need 2000 calories to sustain life. Doing nothing. That's what your body needs. So the biggest thing that I see in society is people think they're overeating because the TV taught us that, social media taught us that those skinny little supermodels that don't even follow that meal plan, they're just using their bodies and telling you to do this lemon cleanse, 7-day, 1200 calorie, some kind of whatever. And it's absolute bullshit. You can tell the people that I said it's absolute bullshit. Okay, so number one thing is, where do they get this calorie number? Like, where were you given that you were supposed to eat 1200 calories a day? I don't know. But if you want to figure it out, you check your BMR. The way to do that is there's a calculator online and it's average, right? Or you can wear a heart rate monitor, not a Fitbit, because Fitbits are inaccurate. It's a whole, let's everybody have a Fitbit. It's bullshit. That's the Fitbits. I don't know how many steps I walked today or what that means, but I can sit here and go like this, and I guess that means I'm taking steps and that's doing something. Another ploy. Oh, I can get into all of them. Okay, but we're going to stay with calories. So calories are actually energy units. It's what our bodies need just to be alive, right? So if you look up your BMR, you're going to figure out, I'm a woman, I'm almost 44. It'll ask me, how much I weigh, how tall I am, what's my daily activity level, am I sitting all day long? And I know a lot of us are, right? How many times a week I work out, yada, yada, yada. It does a calculation and it gives me, here are the calories you need to do everything that you said. So BMR, TDEE, you're going to look that up in your spare time so you know what you need for you. Where do these calories come from? How are they made? So number one, the only time, and that's the other thing, they all go together. Carbs don't make you fat. Fat doesn't make you fat. One cupcake isn't making you fat. The only way we gain weight is by consuming more energy, which is food. Food is fuel, than we burn through the day. And most of us aren't doing that. So the opposite end of the spectrum is, here's your BMR, and you're not even hitting that. Your body is in hibernation. I don't want to say starvation mode, but it's holding on because it doesn't know. I say hibernation because it's like the squirrel. It's just storing all those nuts. And then who was talking about their face being fat? That's the only thing they cared about. I'm not going to mention names, but I thought that was funny. So they're storing it because that's what your body's using for fuel. And it doesn't know when you're going to feed it again when you're eating under your BMR. So it kind of puts it in hibernation mode and saves it for when it needs it. So let's figure out the correct calculations of calories and where are we getting this number? Because does it matter the kind of calories you're eating? Yes. And this is why it matters. So you see the snack packs of the little muffins or the little popcorns or the little nuts. I'm not saying these are bad for you. I don't believe in good and bad food either. Oh, my battery's going dead. I don't understand. So calories come from macronutrients, also known by me as macros. They're fats, carbs, and proteins. Every gram of fat that you eat is 9 calories. Every gram. Every gram of carbs and protein is 4 calories. However, your body needs all 3 of these in a specific ratio to do the things it needs to do in your body. So if you think you're doing great because you ate 1,000 calories of those 100 calorie packed snacks, yes and no. If you're eating less calories than you're burning, you're going to lose weight. But then we need to be mindful of what weight we are losing. Are you losing muscle weight? Or are you losing fat weight? Or are you just losing water weight? So there's a ratio in which they are, and usually it's like a 50 or 40% carbs, 30 and 30 fats and protein. Is everybody good with that so far? So your calories are derived from food. Calories are energy. Your body needs energy to like freaking function. So it matters. Number 2, we're going to actually move on from that. You want to get rid of water and fat weight. So this is what you're going to need to do, Ange. Here's the other thing. The leaner, the cleaner that you eat, the more you're going to have to eat. Because lettuce has like 1 gram of carbs. That's 4 calories. Like seriously, like a leaf of lettuce is nothing. That's why you get free greens. Usually whatever meal plans that you follow, they'll say eat all the greens. Your body likes them. But you have to eat a lot more. So if you're just having 1 egg in the morning, 1 leafy salad for lunch, and like a piece of chicken at dinner, that's fabulous. If you want to die, you need to start speeding up your metabolism. And if you're not eating enough, like somebody was saying, I'm never hungry. That's because your metabolism's in hibernation mode. So you need to start figure out what your calories are, figure out where you're getting those calories, and start adding them into your day. Is the only way you're going to speed up the metabolism. So if you're not hungry, make yourself eat anyway, because you're not 5. You can eat a cheese stack. Just force it, and you're going to speed up your metabolism. Number 2. That's good, Christy. That means your metabolism's speeding up. That's great. Just watch what you're eating. Number 2, carbs are bad. I'm going to go on a low carb, no carb. First of all, I love the people that go on low carb diets that are posting pictures of fruits and vegetables all day long. I hate to break this to you guys, but fruits and vegetables are carbohydrates. So we have simple and we have complex. We have carbs that aren't bad: rice, potatoes, pasta, bread. Give me something else. Pop-Tarts. So I'm not saying eat Pop-Tarts all day, but good carbs. And I hate saying good and bad, so we're going to use simple and complex. Like sugar is a carb. All carbs are ultimately sugar. It's glucose. And that can come in the form of starches, grains, fruits and vegetables, and mostly junk food. I'm letting this hair grow back here, so if you see me having a scarf, that's why. So we're going to fix that. So carbs are not bad. And here's what happens when you go on a low carb diet. It's not sustainable. You're going to be tired. You're going to lose energy. Your brain. Yes. And I'm going to get the rice. I'm going to get the rice in that in a minute, because everybody is like, white rice is so bad for you. Like, no, it's just bleached. Like, same amount of carbs are in brown rice than they are. So start reading your labels. Know what you're talking about, and don't believe everything that you read. Carbs are your body's number 1 source of energy. That's it. That's it. You're going to need them for brain function and just all your functions. So they all work together. Fats are bad for you. You could live off of fat. So fats are not bad for you either. You just want to watch what you're eating. Avocado is a great fat. Olive oil is a great fat. Bacon grease is a great fat. Almonds are a great source of fat. I'm going to throw a sheet in here that kind of breaks down, because a lot of people don't know, and I didn't know until I learned, what falls under the fats category, what falls under the carbs category, what falls under the protein category. And then you're going to learn a healthy balance of all of them. Rice versus brown rice, I have that on my list of things to do. I was talking to an older woman, the cashier at ShopRite, who sees me coming in and buying the same stuff every week. And she was like, oh, it's a big bag of white rice. It's so bad for you. I eat brown rice. And I'm like, same. I said, oh, why is white rice bad for you? She's like, too many carbs. Like, did you know that they're the same amount of carbs in both of them? In fact, I believe white rice has like 0.5 gram less fat. So don't believe everything that you hear. Rice is not bad for you. Eating at night. This is what else she said. We don't eat past 7 p.m. First of all, she was overweight, so obviously whatever you're doing isn't working for you, unless that's what you were going for. No judgment here, but you're telling a nutritionist that we don't eat after 7 because it's bad for you. Your body doesn't give a shit when you eat. If it's in those 24 hours, that counts as whatever your calorie intake is for the day, and your body's metabolism is still running at night. So it doesn't matter. I'm not saying eat a cheesesteak and drink a milkshake before you go to bed, because that's not even going to feel good in your stomach. But I eat before I go to bed, so I don't wake up in the night hungry. I don't wake up at 12, 1, 2 hungry, ever. Protein shakes make me gain weight. Nothing makes you gain weight. Nothing. There's not one product, not one piece of food, not one cheesesteak, not one cupcake. I'm going to say all the things I like. Not one Pop-Tart, not one Chips Ahoy chunky white cookies that make you gain weight. The only thing that makes you gain weight is eating more than what you burned during that day. Okay, so if you gain 2 pounds overnight, you probably just need to shed. Because if you gain 2 pounds overnight, then you ate 7,000 calories, 3,500 calories, 1 pound, more or less. We can delve into that later. So it's not what you're eating that's gaining weight, it's how much. Okay, cleanses. Somebody else, and I'm bringing up things that you guys brought to me. Cleanses are bullshit. You have a liver, you have kidneys, and you have a spleen. The best cleanse, water. I love water with lemon. It's a natural diuretic, so it helps, but so is water, right? And whole foods. So I see a lot of people posting prepackaged things. You want to be careful with those. You want to eat, and I try to stick like 80% of my life is whole foods. It's eggs, it's bacon, it's yogurt, it's cheese sticks, it's almonds, ground turkey. Ew, really? Throw some adobo on that with some garlic and the shit's banging. Just little changes like that. Avocado I eat daily, rice I eat daily, beans I eat daily, pasta pretty much daily, sweet potatoes, steak, chicken. Tonight I'm having pork loin, rice and beans or something like that. I don't know what I'm having yet. Like all that wholesome food, and then I might have 2 Chips Ahoy. They have a Reese's peanut butter Chips Ahoy. I'll have 2 of them in bed at night too. So 80% of my day is whole foods. Whole foods. Another thing, it's not on my list. Anytime you see light ranch dressing or fat-free whatever, right, exactly, Ange. Whole foods all throughout the day. The theory of waking up and downing water and working out too. Listen, they say it's great to drink that glass of water when you first wake up. I always keep water, like I take water to bed with me. Shaken water is what I take to bed with me. And 2 cookies. 4 sometimes. Or a Pop-Tart. I have my treats, guys. I tried the whole water thing first thing in the morning, and it's just not for me. Apple cider vinegar. I'm going to talk about that next. My water has coffee beans mixed with it, and that's my honest truth. You don't have to cut all the things that you love out of your life. Unless you don't know how to eat just one Lay's potato chip, then cut that out of your life. Here's the other things. Our kids. I see a lot of kids, my friends' kids, my relatives' kids that are overweight, right? And you know why? We're in a fast society. We want things compact, ready to go. I just got to take it out of the freezer and eat it. And yeah, it's no good. So that's what I was saying. Watch out when you eat processed. Things are in a box. Lean cuisines, get it out of here. Ain't nothing lean about that cuisine because it's got all this. Unless it's all natural everything, our bodies have a hard time processing all the filler things that make it low fat, that make it fat-free. Like, who eats fat-free butter? Like, no, butter is supposed to have fat in your body, and I'm not saying to use it all day long. I'm saying, read the serving size. 1 teaspoon, okay, I can spread that across 2 pieces of bread, because I can. What else was I going to talk about? I just said something else. Oh, apple cider vinegar. I see people doing everything else but changing their lifestyle. Apple cider vinegar does not make you lose weight. I'm going to say it again. Apple cider vinegar does not make you lose weight. That's it. Eating a balanced diet. And when I'm saying diet, I'm not using the word diet as in let's try this new thing for a month and see how that works. Lifestyle, diet, your nutrition. Little changes. Just make those little changes because the struggle is real. But I guarantee most of us were never eating enough. So that's why our bodies weren't burning. Does that make sense to everybody? Don't believe all the myths. The wraps don't work. The waist trainers don't work. Low battery. They don't work. You're not training your waist, man. Cool sculpting. We were talking about that the other day. $6,000. It doesn't work because what happens when you stop doing fad diet A, B, C, and D? Like, what happens when you stop doing that or get your whatever surgery done? What happens then if you don't change your lifestyle? So anyway, I was listening to like personal development every morning. I'm trying to get better, guys. I'm trying to be better. Fitness is a behavior change. We have to look at all the behaviors that we have in our life that trigger us. Sweatbands help you do what? Sweating does not equate burning calories. It really doesn't. Some people don't sweat at all and burned 1,000 calories during some of my workouts and not one drop of sweat comes off. Sweatbands help you sweat, sure, but that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. 10,000 steps a day. I know some people are going to hate me on that, but really, what does it mean? What does it mean? A lot of people that start a fitness program go to the gym every day and do the treadmill every day. So the next topic of conversation is fat loss versus weight loss. Some people are so hung up on that number on the scale. And I'll tell you my story later, another time, that they will compromise losing muscle. And I know we don't want to get bulky. No, we don't. But unless you want to be a stick figure, you need muscle. And the more muscle that we have on our bodies, the more shape we have, and the more calories and fat muscle is burning. So don't be afraid to pick up a weight. You're not going to bulk up because you don't have testosterone. Unless you're taking, we have like this much when you need like this much. What else? Did I hit everything? So our unhealthy relationships with food. Food is bad. I need to stop eating. No, you need to use food as fuel. I hate saying you need to. I don't want to say you need to. You do whatever you want to do. Food is fuel. Learn how to properly fuel your body and you'll be able to eat whatever you want. When I'm saying whatever you want, I'm not saying cheesesteaks, Big Macs, milkshakes all day long. I'm saying healthy, delicious, whole foods. I know, I love to say I'm eating 3,500 calories a day because I want to fuel my body. I need that. I'm not saying you do. I'm just going to tell you, I don't think anybody in this group should be at the 1,200 calorie mark. I kind of peeped on everybody. Nobody should be at the 1,200 calorie mark. I know 21 Day Fix is very low. It's only 3 weeks. It's only 21 days. I'd still like to see you up at the 1,500 calorie bracket. Does anybody have questions? Dude, Lisa, I'll feel your pain next month. It seems that I am building muscle faster than burning fat. All right, so if you're building muscle, build your muscle. Wait, aren't you cutting, Jam? Jam, I need to reach out to you. And it's fine. So your scale's not moving. Okay, and that's what happens too. Sometimes our body does a body recomposition. Sometimes that scale won't move, but you're going to see the changes in you. Sometimes we'll lose inches. A pound of Oh, here you go. Here's a pound of fat. Weighs the same as a pound of muscle, but here's a pound of muscle. So if anything, hi Dana, you're going to have to hit the replay because I'm about to get off. 20 minutes. I'm 20 minutes in. And okay, so if you have 40% body fat or higher, you're probably, unfortunately for you, if you're stuck on a scale number, that scale number may not budge. In the beginning of your fitness program, yes, because you're going to drop water weight like crazy. Here's a pound of fat and here's a pound of muscle. So this is what's going to happen. Ta-da. Okay, I am going to go. If you guys have questions, post them. I'm going to try to do a daily tip of the day. Tomorrow we're going to talk about weight loss versus fat loss and why you should throw your scale away. Love you guys.